Well, everyone, it's time for us to go ahead and kind of make this bad news video now for the iPhone success. Now, personally, as I mentioned before, to give kind of a little rundown, I loved the iPhone success. When it first came out, I wasn't that big of a fan of it because I really didn't understand it. But for the last few years, I was actually recommending the success, more so the Success Plus, to a ton of people out there. And I still think this device holds a lot of value. However, we have to be completely honest, and I don't think buying something like an iPhone 6s makes any sense anymore. Now, one of the biggest changes that's probably going to be happening, probably in the next few months, is going to be iOS 16. In June of this year, which is literally less than a month from now, we are going to be getting WWDC, which is the release time for the next iOS version. Now, sometimes Apple makes hardware, sometimes they make some other things too, but typically they've been releasing software in this June timeframe. So why is this important? Well, typically what they will do is they will go ahead and make the next version of software for these next devices, and they'll also go ahead and show us which devices are going to be supported with this next version of software. Now, with everything that has been going on recently, it's really a mixed bag whether the iPhone 6s is going to be supported or not. I think it's about 90% of the people out there, including myself, probably believe that the iPhone 6s is not going to be supported with this software, and I think it makes total sense. I think the iPhone 6s has ran its course, and I think it's got way more software updates than I even thought it was going to get. So I think this is a good ending point for this device, and I do think, for it to sunset and now to move on, I think it's a good idea. But there were a lot of devices and a lot of people who own the iPhone 6s, 6s Plus, and the original iPhone SE, and I think they're probably in a situation where they don't know whether they want to go and update or not. And I'm going to be completely honest, I would recommend updating your device now rather than later, but there was another situation that happened less than a year ago where Apple actually gave us the ability of installing iOS 14 alongside iOS 15. So if there was an iOS 14 update, we can go and install that. There was an iOS 15 update, we can go and install that too. But the problem was that Apple just a few months ago stated that their intent was never to actually let people just go on iOS 15 whenever they want to. They wanted people to go ahead and have the option at first, but at some point they want to go ahead and not give the ability for people to stay on iOS 14 anymore. So I think this is a little scary because maybe Apple is not even going to be updating iOS 14 or iOS 15 anymore for the iPhone 6s. So the reason I say that, like I mentioned before, basically Apple stating that they're not going to be supporting iOS 14, so they're going to iOS 15, but I really hope Apple doesn't end up in a situation where they don't give us security updates for the iPhone 6s. I think the 6s Plus and iPhone SE are still great phones. I think they still have some capability, but there's still a lot of people who want to buy and own these phones, even though I wouldn't recommend it. But I would recommend Apple to go ahead and just keep updating these phones in security updates, just like how they did with the iPhone 6 and iPhone 5s for so many years. Again, I'm not 100% too sure what the plan is for the future, but I do think if they just go down this route, this is probably one of the smartest things they can do, in my opinion. So that kind of covers it up. If you guys have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.